Hello, my crafty friends. Everybody nowadays, after this die, it's a reveal wheel by Fawn, and it's pretty expensive. I didn't get it; it's just a print out of the internet, and this die is $30. You guys, it's expensive. And it only has that wheel and the frame, what kind of like we used to have is the Polaroid die, and it has this insert for the reveal window, and this is a wheel itself, and that's what you glue on it with a brad or somehow. So you just pretty much paying for, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces, $30. It's very expensive in my book. I don't know, maybe it's good for you, maybe it's okay, but I figured I could do it even with my old supplies, because this die is awfully reminded me of the old Tim Holtz Cizik die for the die bone cone, whatever it is. I don't know what's the word, but that's cutouts. They're like this, and they are very similar to what I see in a picture. So they are just like very the same size, and you could totally make a window out of it. See, that's the window. You kind of draw it, you kind of like place it on your card. Let's say that's your card, right? Your card base. And you kind of get this going and trace it. And then when you will be having wheel behind, it will be matching perfect as you picture whatever you want to stamp in it. So you just pretty much just trace it. I'll show you later. Just not like right away. I don't have all the supplies right now with me, but still it's gonna be that, and then you place another little stamp on it or whatever you want it to show up in the reveal wheel, and it will be right there. So I figured this old Cizik die will get a brand new life with that die, because you don't have to buy $30 expensive stuff. And also I was thinking the center might be floating, so the center might be not really, there when you do this. That's what this wheel is for. So that's what I made out of. There was a coffee cover, whatever. I peel it out. You have to get into your coffee somehow, right? Grounded coffee, and that's perfectly fine center. It was already center. All I needed to do, I put this little spin in it, and so whenever you're ready, you just find a center like this, right? So you find your center, and it's perfectly fine, and glue it on that little wheel what's over there. It goes in here. See, it's like 1, 2, 3. That's the biggest piece, what I would use for the reveal window on a card. And this is a second piece, which you kind of supposed to glue it on and get the bread going and such. And the smaller one, it's right there. Yeah, the smaller one is the one you put on a little foam pads, you know what I mean, the foam thing that you would stick that to the card, and then you would just turn it against it, because there would be a brad, and it will be just working out perfectly. Just match the window what's over here, and it's perfectly good to go. The other thing you're gonna need for that, it's the window. It's that opening where you're gonna actually reveal, turn your wheel. So for that, I was gonna use that die. I mean, not a die. That kind of how you call it, the thing, the punch. So you just punch it in the edge. You're gonna have nice and like kind of beautiful background. Or you could do this punch. It's 1.5 or something, isn't it? 1.5. Yeah, it's 1.5. And you punch it, and then your reveal wheel will be like right there, and you could turn it. I'll make a card, and I'll be right back to you to show to you how it all worked out for me. So, long Fawn reveal wheel, awesome. Also that, but that I found it being a little harder, because compared to that, it doesn't have any center, and you kind of have to have a rule and such to find the center. So that, I would think this is much easier to use, like with the center already. Plus my coffee lid. So I think that would work out perfect. Instead of, I don't have $30 to spare, honestly. And this little thing, everybody have this little arrow die from whatever arrow stamp and just cut it around. Yeah, I'll be right back with the supplies and just try to make a card. I have so many varieties of stamps that I am pretty much lost. I think I will go with the lemons this time, because it kind of reminds me of the shape and that card. I mean, in that reveal wheel. So that would, I would just probably get that going, and the lemon would be turning. I think it's cool. It's a squeeze the day, and I could do different colors, and it will be all so cool. But don't judge me hard, it's my first experience. So ice cream I'll do next time, laundry next time, lovely llamas. Oh, that's perfect ideas. That's great. And this one would be my favorite. I really wanted to do that one. It's the exact stamp they used for revealing for the official trailer. So that's that I was gonna make. How many days until your birthday, and it will be turning and like showing to you different numbers. And here's sweets at home, and diamonds. I was gonna make an angle reveal too. I also found this nice arrow. It's a little kind of curvy. It's had a swap stamp, and I cut it down. And here there would be two, like they, you know how they place that, how they like insert into that like little pieces, and I could just do that piece if I need to. But anyways, practice makes perfect. I'm just gonna do a little trying arrows here and there, and just like have that as an example, because I like to have it just to know what I'm up to. So I'm pretty proud of my stamps. I love them. I love them, you guys. It's just my life. I love the stamps. I can't live without them. Literally can't. First thing I'm gonna do is I wanted to cut down. Where's my piece? Where's my piece now? What I was gonna stamp. Okay, this one I was gonna stamp, and this one, and also use this one as a guide. First I cut down that Nina 110 pounds cardstock, and apparently I cut it down wrong, because it's supposed to fit that card. Like that. Like it. That's really nice. My favorite for card making, little trimmer, paper trimmer. Just so comfortable to use and so light. Only saw it once on sale, and I never seen it again. Such a tiny thing. Right, you need scissors too for that purpose. Anyways, the principle is that you're gonna make it as a top, as like a background thing. Can't work. I don't really know how it's gonna be working and what I'm gonna do. Just try it. I was super curious about this reveal wheel die, because I love dies, and I was thinking that there's so many ideas for that. So many ideas. Anything. It's just like the best die. And it was sold out right away. I was thinking $30 is really expensive, but it turned out to be not really, because just tons of people were buying that. Apparently, because it's right away when off market. So what would I do? I grabbed just in case that. Oh, maybe not that one, but just like some kind of glittery paper. Don't really know. It will all work out somehow. So first I'm gonna make a window. Let's say window for that. And here would be sound statement. Don't know which one yet, but some. What could be approximate? Not that really all precise. Right, something like that. Some window. And if any other die will work with that, that's great. If not, oh well, I'll just cut it. I've seen here where I've seen the diamond shape. The angle is a little different. I also have a bunch of triangles like that. That would work too. But then I guess they will be visible, that thing. Oh no, that won't be. If it's a triangle, that won't be. Yeah, maybe that would make sense to bring a triangle. I'm pretty sure with my collections of die, triangle would be not a problem. Just don't have time to find it like right away. And it's all approximation for now, just to see how they will work. And I would expect it to be not that quick with just even a professional die from Fawn. Somewhat, something like that. Came out even with the border, really nice. Perfect. You can always use that border or cut some kind of like glittery paper around it for that. It would be perfect window. I hope I'm doing right, because sometimes I don't understand stuff, how it works. Right? Something like that. It's just an example with the triangle. There is so many possibilities. Tons and tons. Tons and tons. So now I was gonna trace that window and place the die right there. Doesn't seem very horizontally to me, very precise, like compared to the parallel lines, but it's just a trace. So I cut the paper for the background. Now I'm gonna stamp a background with a bunch of lemons. Mustard seed. Let's see what color is that. Oh, not bad. Not bad color. My homemade Misty works perfect. And the Spice Mermaid, another color could be used. And here I actually have a lighter version with the watercolor crayons, or whatever their name is. Spectrum Aqua. Get that color going, like, let's say the lighter color, like that. Chisel edge, not chisel, but let's see if it's even gonna do anything, because they will be drying out back there. Oh no, it does. It does even look like a lemon. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, it's a slime color, not lemon lime. Yeah, that's, I should do the other color for the background, right? The lime should be green, I would expect. But here's no green. Weird set of colors, I would say. I need to go get into Tim Holtz. The Tim Holtz color might be different. What does it say? Squeeze lemonade. That's perfect for that. Squeeze lemonade. My idea is to make it like light colors, and then the window would reveal like bright colors. Let's say like mermaid, spiced marmalade and all. So that color might be different. Squeeze lemonade. These markers, they're drying out so quick. I don't know what's up with that. I get them. I got them new already, pretty bad. They were drying out. Somebody just opened the door, but nobody picked it. So, oh, that's different shade. Perfect. And it does even work. I tried to re-ink it. Seemed like it worked. I think that would do for the background. If anything, I can always spray it with the yellowish color. I so wanted that lemonade theme. Love that. Okay. Well, that's good for now, I would say. Now what you're gonna do is just get that so now I will be working on the reveal window stepping. So let's say something like this would be probably a center. Probably. So when you turn, should be the whole area, which wouldn't really matter that much as long as you keep your 90 degrees in here. I'll show you what I mean. Get this, for example, and let's say I like the first one. Spiced marmalade. And then get going, probably, oh, that would be too narrow. Too narrow. Yeah, that's not the right one. The right one should be bigger. Like a stamp. Stamp cleaner diluted with the water and glycerin. So the bigger one, a little bigger. I think that's the biggest, maybe, or maybe that one. Yeah, that would be more filled up with the color. You know what, I cannot try that first. It's actually the same. The center is not going to be in the center. Well, I could do it maybe a couple of times. Doesn't matter, we're just trying. So one color. The good thing about homemade mist is that you don't care. You can do whatever you want with that. It costs you a few cents. Not that expensive as a real one. With the $50 one, I would probably be extra careful. Okay, which color should do next? Mustard seeds. I'll do gold color, but then I have to emboss and all. Just next time. Which this ink totally lets you to emboss. It's perfectly fine for the embossing. You know, not like that. Great. Slowly, gradually going into different color. Just love the process, that's all. And the other one, colors are in here. Some kind of very, very, very vivid pink. I mean, orange. Squeezed orange, perfect. Squeezed orange. That's kind of hard to open. Oh, those dilutions. They did, like, not for crafters. We mostly have arthritis in our hand. Oh, gosh, it's hard. Can't do that, really. Hope it's not the same color as this one. Just a different name. something like that. Yeah, almost the same color. That's what I was expecting. Not good. Same color, but the next one should be green. That's main reason I got that colors out, just for the green one. Ooh, that one is not that hard. Just do half of it this time. At least they're nice and juicy. They won't